In this lecture, we are going to be discussing another shell command which is called mv, and this mv refers to move. So this command helps us in moving files from one directory or location to another directory or location, right? So let's create 4 different files, and we can do that with the help of touch command. And we can create files. Let's call them first.txt, or second.py, third dot let's call it png, and fourth dot let's call it png as well. I'll just hit enter, and here we have 4 different files with us, right? Okay, so let's say that I want to move this first.txt file from this files folder to this folder 1 directory, right? So we can do that with the help of mv command. Let's write mv, and then we have to write the file name that we want to move, which in this case is first.txt, and then the path to the directory where we want to move that file, which in this case would be home, marshmallow, and then we'll go to desktop, and then we'll go to files folder on desktop, and then we will go to folder 1 directory in this files folder. Okay, so here we want to move this file. I'll just hit enter, and here you can see that the first.txt file has been disappeared from here. And if I just open up this directory, we have first.txt file here, right? So that's how you can move your file from one directory to another directory. Okay, so now you move your file from current working directory. I mean, if I just go ahead and write pwd, I am in files folder, right? And the file was also present in files folder, right? So I moved from current directory to another directory, right? But there's another way in which you can move files from different directory as compared to your current working directory to another different directory. What I mean to say is you can move a file from any other location in the system to any other location in the system, right? So to do that, let's say I want to move this first.txt file to this home directory, right? So I'll just go there, and let's just open up my terminal. So right now, you know that I am in files directory. I'm not in folder 1 directory, right? So we want to move the file from folder 1 directory. So all I have to do is write mv, and then paths to the file where this first.txt is present, right? So for that, I'll write home, marshmallow, then we will have desktop, and inside desktop we have files folder, and inside the files folder we have this folder 1, and in the folder 1 we have that file, right, which is called first.txt, right? Now we want to move this file to another location, which in this case is home directory, and it is defined by home/marshmallow, and I'll just hit enter. And here you can see that the file has been disappeared from here. And if I just open up my home directory, I have a first.txt file here. So that is how you can move a file from different location to another different location, being in a separate location, or in a different location yourself. Okay, so that's how easy it is. Okay, now let's say I want to move all of this from this files directory to this folder 1 directory. And there's a very easy way that you can do that. Let's just go ahead and hit ls command to list all the content and see them in our terminal. So we want to copy all of these 3 files, and we want to copy them to this folder 1 directory, right? So whenever we talk about everything in bash terminal or shell in terms of shell command, or in any coding language for that matter, we think of something called static, right? So what we'll write is mv static, which defines everything, and then we will say that move everything from this current directory to the destination directory, which in this case will be home, marshmallow, desktop, and then it will be files, and then it will be folder 1 directory. I'll just hit enter, and here you can see that everything from this directory has been moved to this folder 1 directory, right? So let's just open up the terminal, and here it's telling us that you cannot move folder 1 to subdirectory of itself, right? I mean, obviously you cannot move a folder in itself, right? So that's why it gave me this error in case of folder 1, right? But any other file, it has moved to that folder 1 directory. Okay, so that's how you can use your static flag to move all of the content in one go from one directory to another directory. Moving forward, we have another flag which is called -u flag. Now, what it actually does is that suppose you have two different folders, and inside two different folders you have two files, and their names are identical. Now, if you try to move one file from one directory to another directory, it is going to be overwriting the file in the second directory, right? But there is a way in which we can avoid that, and -u flag helps us in doing that. So first of all, what I'll do, I'll simply just go ahead and open up this folder, and I will copy this file, and after that I will paste this file here. Okay. So now we have fourth.png in this folder as well, and fourth.png in this folder as well, right? Okay. So let's just go ahead and clear this. Okay, so what we have to do is let's write mv, and then we will write -u, and then we will write the name of the folder in which we are, or from which we want to copy all the content. Let's paste this, and then we'll write /, and then we will tell that select everything from this folder and move it to your files, right? Or let's just give the path. Oh, I mean, sorry, I had to give the path. I mistakenly pressed enter button. So I'll write marshmallow, then I will write desktop, and then I will write files. I'll just hit enter. Okay, so the reason it gave me an error because I did not give the entire path to this folder. Let's just go to and give the entire path, and that is /home/marshmallow/desktop, and then /files, and then folder. Now hit enter, right? So here you can see we have copied. Let's just open up this folder as well. Okay, so before we had fourth.png here, and then we also had these two files here, right? So what actually happened is your command moved these two files, but it didn't move this third file, which is called fourth.png, because if it moved this file as well, then this file will be overwritten, right? So that's how you can use your -u flag to prevent overwriting while moving a file to another folder where we have the same file with the exact identical name. So that's how you can use your mv command to play around with your systems and directories.